it's Julia and welcome back to my channel. Recently I received a box full of goodies from a subscriber. Thank you, Kim. I'm having so much fun just playing with some of this wonderful items that you sent. It was filled with vintage linens and laces and trims, rubber stamps, some journaling items, just a lot of stuff. Thank you so much. But I picked out a few of the items today, and I thought I would just create with them and share with you. I thought this square piece of, I don't know, piece of fabric that's completely finished off. I don't know if it was a handkerchief or exactly what, but I wanted to make a journal cover with this. I thought this would make a real easy thing to decorate a little bit and then turn into a journal cover. This technique I'm sharing with you today can be used for handkerchiefs, or maybe you have a quilt block that was passed down. Just an easy way to take a piece of fabric and make a journal cover. I'm also going to include, there's this really neat flower trim. I'm going to use one of these for a decoration, some of this ribbon, and then a couple of the journaling items. There was paper clips and journaling cards. I'll include that on some of my pages. I think I'm going to make a junk journal, and I'll just include just a variety of different pages in my journal. I think that's all that I wanted to share with you at the beginning here. Let's get started. I'm measuring my piece, and it's approximately 7.5 by 7.5, and I cut that same size out of a Heat and Bond light. I'm going to be listing all my supplies down below for you for your convenience. I'll just find some Amazon links. I'm taking that small piece and I'm putting it on the back side of a lightweight cardstock, and then just cutting this out right to the size of the Heat and Bond light. I want to also add a pocket, and so I am just figuring out what I need for that. My pocket's going to be about 2.5 inches wide by, again, the 7.5. To reinforce the edge on this, the top edge of this pocket, I'm just using a piece of washi tape. And that is going to be what my pocket's going to look like. I'm just setting that aside. I love this little flower trim, and it has like a netting on the back side of it. So I'm trimming a little bit of that off, but leaving some of that. I'm going to be stitching on that netting. And then adding a piece of this really cute ribbon that Kim sent to me. It does have a gold dot to it. It's just really cute. I'm just going to use white glue. This is like a washable glue, school glue, and I'm just going to be putting just a very small amount on the back side of that just to hold that in place. I found this fabric. Again, we'll link that. If I can still find it for you, I'll link that down below. But it has words on about flowers and growing and a garden theme. And I love finding fabric with words on it just to add to my pieces. And that's what this is. I did put a little bit of Heat and Bond light on the back of that as well. And then just going to be ironing that in place. And then touching my iron on all of it just to get that glue to set. I'm at my sewing machine now and I'm doing my stitching. I have my feed dogs dropped, and I have my my quilting foot on, or my free motion foot on. So I am free motioning this, and I am just going to be outlining that ribbon, and then also that little words. I did cut those words out with my pinking shears, and now I'm going around that flower just on that tool or that netting, and I'm just kind of pushing those petals aside. It's so cute. I love that trim. I'm just sticking pins in this just to stretch it slightly, and I'm just sticking the pins right into my pressing mat. And now I'm going to iron that piece of cardstock that has that Heat and Bond light, just getting rid of that backing. And I'm going to be ironing that into place, or just pressing that. I don't use any watt or any steam with this at all when I'm pressing this. It's just a dry heat and just getting that into place. A little bit of wrinkled on the front. I'm just kind of ironing that out. Pulled it back a little bit and just going to be ironing a little bit more just to get rid of some of the wrinkles. I'm just rolling it. Now for the pocket, just using some of my Wonder Clips to hold this into place, and I'll be taking this to my sewing machine and stitching all the way around. It's all into place. I am folding it now just to get my center. I'm going to be punching my holes now, and I'm going to be marking them first. I'm going to use 5 holes. So this is going to be just a simple pamphlet stitch. Now I'm using my Crop-A-Dile, and I'm using the largest hole, which is a 3/16 inch. And now I'm off to my sewing machine again with my free motion, and I'm going around and around these holes, traveling, and again going around and around the holes. You can also use like eyelets or grommets for this, but this I love the organic look, and it's really easy to do. And that also finished off the pocket there, so the pocket is divided. Now I've got my pages, just an assortment. Some of these are old ledger, some of them are composition books and just copy paper. For this one, I want to cut that ragged edge off and then add washi tape. And so it's going to be a signature. So it's both the front and the back side of this paper. Just an easy way to do this. And now I'm going to go ahead and fold and trim. I have approximately, I believe I have 12 individual pieces. So folded, it would be 24. And front and back, it would be 48. I hope that makes sense. Just arranging these, I just like them in assortment where there's not all the line paper are together. I mix them up. Some of these are short. And just getting them all together now and figuring out where I need to trim this. I'm making little lines in there now just with my ink pen there. And again, clipping this. My favorite way to cut this is with a metal ruler and just a snap blade. And again, I'll link some of these down below for you. And again, just lining up where my mark is and then just cut layer by layer. Really an easy way of taking care of your pages. And now they're going to fit just nicely in my little book. Once again, using my Wonder Clips. Folding it back, and now I'm going to be putting my Crop-A-Dile on the smallest hole and going right through those existing holes and punching all the way through. Getting my baker's twine and a large hole needle, and going to be just like I said, just a really simple pamphlet stitch up through the middle and then down each side. And then ending in the middle and then tying, making sure it's tight and then tying my knot. I wanted to add a couple of these little journaling cards now and the little paper clip. It's so cute. I'm just going to stick a couple on the pages and one in the little pocket. I hope you enjoyed this. I did add some photos in the back here. Thank you so much, everybody who's joined me today. Hope you have a chance to create. Bye for now.